My thing is, for someone who's operating in spiritual wickedness in the kingdom of darkness, technically a minion for Satan, from the topic of manifestation, because he obviously doesn't have your best interest at heart, to be honest.
So yesterday I watched the debate between Jasmine and the 20 Christians, and let me tell you, I fully enjoyed it. It really just took me back to when I was in church and trying to have debates with people who didn't want to talk to me about certain things in the Bible that I felt was contradictory, especially in the beginning when it said God said, "Let us create man in our image." I always said, who was he talking to? Was he talking to other gods, or was he talking to a woman? Because if we have both yin yang, good and bad, then that means that God knew that there were other beings or other powers that the humans could look like, the humans could be like. But that's a whole nother subject. Back to the topic at hand. Now, I love the fact that she was poised, she was intellectual, she was very self-aware of herself, and she knew exactly how to communicate with them. On the flip side, they were more so really anxious to try to get at her, try to break down her psyche, try to break down her beliefs, try to break down everything to ultimately pull back the wool to make it seem like, oh, she's some broken, lost soul that we need to save. And you could tell when you're trying to communicate with a lot of people who are very stuck in their faith without being able to see other people's beliefs and, have room for that. They feel like if you do anything outside of Christianity and you're trying to talk to me about it, you're going to try to suck me in your world and I would not be moved. And so you only associate yourself with what best fits you, which is staying within the world of the Bible, in the world of Christianity, within that world, because it only fits what you believe. That's okay for you, and there's nothing wrong with it until you start trying to force what you believe on other people, or you take your anger out of what you believe on other people. That is supremacy.